It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll see Michael Thomas. He's making some noise for end-of-year awards and could hit 1,400 yards this week. It's the Saints and the Panthers, and it comes your way next.
First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaudin with my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at the Panthers in this matchup. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
This is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from the Superdome. Here's Smith to return it. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Corral going to throw right away. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
And what a nice example there. The tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And some space here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here. And we'll step aside. On first down, it's Corral. Trying to get it to Wheaton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here come the Saints now for their first drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw complete there to Thomas. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On the run, this is Hilliard. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 9. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Jameis to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
When we're watching tape to prepare for this game, one thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown, then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. One early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. Here's Smith to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. He's had a great season, plenty of touchdown passes, but that last throw, not one of his finer moments as it was returned for a touchdown on the pick 6. Now he starts again here, 1st and 10. Corral getting right back to it after the pick 6. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. And he's set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. These two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 32. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. 4 yards the gain, and it will bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Corral. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
On 3rd down, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hilliard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Winston. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. To throw is Winston. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Corral sets up play action. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Corral from the gun on 3rd down here. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Winston now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. They'll run. It's Hilliard. Ooh, the juke. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine said way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Winston. And it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave from 13 yards out. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well.
Corral lost it. The ball is out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Winston. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Alex Singleton making the play defensively.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. They have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And taken at the 46. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Corral looking to pass, 2nd down.
Wheaton with a catch right side.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
And Corral will throw it.
He's got Smith here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First down. Here's Corral with it. That caught by Tremble. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
second down, McCaffrey. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Corral on 1st down.
This will be caught at about the 6.
Pass interference. Defense.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Corral.
Incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass and you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
Third and goal. Here's Corral.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. And Thomas has it. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now a carry here for Hilliard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll run again with Hilliard. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Winston now from the 50. Looking for his running back, and puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Panthers have recovered.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
To throw again on second down. Corral. And his throw is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Corral here working from the gun. He's got the connection to Moore. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had it working pretty well here in this first half up until that last drive when he put it on the turf, Charles.
So I don't think they want to overreact to that fumble, because now you've got a guy that's played so well. You don't want to take him and limit his effectiveness by worrying about it too much. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if we saw him next week at meetings. He'd have a football with him at all times.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 9. Jameis to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. That's Olave bringing in another one. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To the air again with Winston. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Winston. He completes it to Olave. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll throw again. Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
from the right hash. This from 33. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So a late three there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and minicamps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll begin.
Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now on 2nd and 13, Winston. Flushed out right, and he wisely will throw that one away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Winston. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 24-17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 22, Winston. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Winston to Thomas there for the Saints' first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Hilliard. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Hilliard. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Hilliard. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They certainly have to give him all credit. here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try to throw now. Winston. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, Hilliard.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Winston now. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. To throw is Winston. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The Carolina offense about ready to go.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Corral.
And this is going to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Corral, another throw on 2nd down.
Brought in by Wheaton.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Oh, that's a big let-off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Corral to throw, 1st and 10.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Corral.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep him from getting a 1st down as well. That's
going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
McCaffrey diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Saints coming out now to take the field.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
On second down now, Hilliard. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Winston.
Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Second and 14.
From the gun, Winston. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Winston. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Up the middle they go. Hilliard. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Winston. His throw incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Jason Sanders up for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and with it, they have taken the lead. So give him 3 on that drive, and normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Off play action. Here's Corral.
This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10.
Wheaton's got it.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
The offense on 3rd down.
They're hitting at 60%. 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Back to throw, Corral.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Corral.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Riley Patterson on a lot of pressure on this kick.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Patterson's kick is good.
And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin. As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hilliard. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Jameis to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Winston. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Winston. And that is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A beautiful fake. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Corral. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Corral. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Corral. Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Panthers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Winston and the Saints now down by 7, under a minute 20 to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Here's Winston. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Winston to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first. Move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Winston. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Carolina, they do get that 10th win of the year.